Namaskar. Welcome to Sanatan Vibes. The chapter 18th of Bhagavad Gita is called Moksha Sanyasa Yoga, which means freedom through the right action and complete surrender to the Lord. In this final chapter, there are 78 verses which brings together the entire Gita. Krishna starts by teaching Arjuna the distinction between renunciation and relinquishing, mentioning that renunciation means letting go of the action motivated by desire, whereas relinquishing means giving up on the fruits of the action. Krishna also says that while for people they cannot relinquish their action, but they must relinquish the results of their work, which means karam kar, phal ki ichha mat kar. Krishna then focuses on three important concepts of knowledge, action, and the person and divides them into the three gunas of sattvic, rajas, and tamas. Starting with knowledge, Krishna says sattvic knowledge is one where a person does not consider himself different from other persons in this world, and the notion of being separate is completely relinquished. The knowledge that perceives the world as consisting of separate and disconnected individual is rajas. And tamasic knowledge doesn't care about the truth of the things. Now, speaking about the action, he says action is sattvic when it is right action with pure motivation. However, if it is done to satisfy desires or produce results, it becomes rajas. And tamas action comes from the delusion and lack of care for the others. Finally, Krishna mentions that sattvic person is free from ego and attachment, whereas the rajas person is full of desired result and motivated by ego. However, the tamasic person is lazy and often cruel. The final chapter of Bhagavad Gita ends with an emphasis on how the person must devote himself to Krishna. He tells Arjuna not to worry and focus all his energy and love on Krishna and do as when he says. Anyone who is thoroughly devoted to Krishna will be freed in the same way as Arjuna was liberated. This is the final message and the secret reserved for the people who are disciplined and striving towards getting the moksha or their God.